Hi, dear ladies and gentlemen. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. My name is Sergei Kostenko, and I'm the head of product at Wialon. Thank you very much for coming here in Vilnius. Thanks, Alexander, for opening up this conference, setting up the spirit of this conference, the framework, and really very high standard of presentation. I'm probably try to live up to that as well. So as a head of product, I hope, guys, that you're gonna spend really useful and good time here. So my really strong wish that you guys listen to that, but have good time and have a fun after this conference. So as a head of product, I'm managing the team of product managers, analysts, designers, and content writers. Those people who are defining the look and feel of Wialon for the years to come. I've been here for a year in this role, really, 2021. And this was the year of reshaping, rethinking, restructuring our product process and product strategy, setting up goals and finding the best path to reach these goals. So this is what I'm going to cover in this presentation today. And yeah, hope we are all set for that. So fasten your seat belts and pack your pillows and let's go. First of all, I'm going to speak about our agenda for today. First, we're gonna tackle the Wialon vision. Then we'll speak about the mission for end users, the mission for the partners, and about Wialon product strategy on how to make this mission and vision a reality. First, Alexander mentioned in his presentation that Wialon should be #1 among the universal platforms for GPS tracking and IoT in terms of the functionality and business metrics. I must say this is a really strong and ambitious vision, so thank you for that, though it appears to be realistic. In the late 2021, there was a research by the Gartner company. I think you know these guys, they are the market leaders in this market research industry. And this research was in the telematics industry, and they analyzed the key players there. And Gurtam and Wialon really got the very high scores in practically every rating, be it the fleet type supported, be it the industry covered, or the functionality offered. And if we aggregate all that, there are very few companies, really very few companies that have that many scores in that many domains. So, we're standing on the shoulders of giants, so thank you for this upstart. By the way, this is really proven by our market numbers. Different researchers say that the aggregator growth rate for IT telematics market is around 20%. And Wialon was growing by 19.67% from 2019 to 2022. So basically, despite of all the competition, of all these challenges, fragmented market and events that we have seen in the past, Wialon managed to expand, managed to maintain its market share, managed to go into new regions, find the opportunities there, and on the certain markets, our target and key markets, our growth far exceeded the global market growth, which is really good. And this is also like a small statistics about that we actually in our product team we believe this is something like a reference for us. There are like 150 million installed aftermarket car telematics devices, meaning that they will be by 2023. And if our forecasts are correct, the Wialon will have been taking 2.6% of this market share. This is really good, but at the same time, it's still a good way to go. So let's not miss it, and let's try to expand our share even further. So what is the key source of our growth? Apparently, the overwhelming share of our growth goes from the transportation telematics industry. If you look at the snapshot of our the composition of our vehicle types that we have in our system, that our partners have identified themselves, or our machine learning algorithm identified by the ways they're moving, or by the ways they are operated by the end users, we will see that the cargo transport and the passengers' cars account for 83% of the total vehicles that we have in the system. With all the other segments like stationary objects, like personal trackers, and special machinery accounting for about like 17%. So yeah, the transportation telematics is the key to us. However, in the previous years, we made attempts to create separate niche solutions, going into these verticals, vertical domains that are a bit different from the transportation telematics. They are these solutions that have their own business processes, that have their own little bit different business that's the transportation telematics. And we invested our time, we invested the special teams, development teams, resources into that. And at some point, we realized that we are spending 20% of our resources to build the applications that are now being used by only 2% of our vehicles, which is like a pretty big disproportion. And still, this was not enough to compete with these vertical solutions that are focused on this specific sphere. These vertical solutions are basically have their the specific advantages because they are focused on a specific niche. They automate the business processes. They solve the specific problems, and they definitely have these subject matter experts who not only know how to track harvesters, for example, but also how to raise crops and manage farms, which is really unfair a bit. So we decided to change our vision a bit in terms of this, go into these niche applications. We decided to, these niche applications are better we decided not to compete with them, not to build the full analogs of these vertical solutions, but to contribute our telematics expertise into their domain expertise. So for that, it is possible to use another product, which is called FLESP, which is a universal solutions for data processing and for telematics data processing. As for Wialon, its interface and functionality continues to focus on transportation telematics and fleet management. Here, like when I came to this company, I tried to understand the Wialon position in this domain structure. What belongs to the telematics and IoT, and what belongs to the fleet management. Originally, Wialon grew from the telematics and IoT. This is for sure. This is our key expertise and the root. Yeah, we have the deepest roots there. But also the recent features that we were growing, where we're looking into we're mostly referring to the fleet management, and we have seen that Wialon also was growing in this direction as well. So as for our vision, is that Wialon will embrace these both industries, will embrace like telematics and will embrace fleet management and try to grow in two directions. In terms of telematics, we will continue to expand the network of connected devices, third-party data providers, and improve our tracking, alerting, and telematics reporting algorithms. In terms of the fleet management, we will continue to closer integrate Wialon into the ecosystem of those fleet operators and allow them to better manage their assets, to get the fleet analytics, to share the data with different fleet management-related companies. This is the slide about our product maturity. I just want to raise that, we have a big market share, we have a big and really mature functionality. And this is the snapshot of how we grew horizontally. We grew both vertically and horizontally, but these numbers show that actually our horizontal progress has really been enormous. We had 3,000 hardware device types added. We had 80 unit types supported, over 70 business spheres that we can operate in right now, 27 global metadata providers, 20 alert types, and 108 even more reports combinations. This is really big numbers that show that horizontally we are actually grown up enough, we're mature. Now it's time to look at the vertical side of this. These are some numbers about how we actually currently operate and how we already help these, for example, end users to solve their business goals. This slide shows like that driving quality can be improved, and the end users have the special tools for that. Like, for example, speed alerts. We have 2+ million speed alerts daily, which is really significant number, and 150+ units are speeding every day. Come on, guys. As you can see, I cannot use it. Yeah, the average data number are pretty stable, but in the 3 weeks of July, we had some kind of growth in the speeding alerts. I don't know what was that. Maybe some vacations or something, but good to know. It's a good indicator. So this is how we help ensuring safety for our end clients. We actually, our connected vehicles send 30,000 source alerts on weekdays, with 2,500 units daily sending these alerts, so that fleet managers can react and help these drivers. And also, we're improving the fuel efficiency. This interesting statistics shows that we have about 570,000 stolen liters daily, and 40,000 vehicles trigger that theft alert every day. And these are the numbers of liters per theft. As you can see, the most thefts, they start at 20 liters, and between the 20 and 40 liters. So this is a good indicator, and a lot of data that we can actually use for the next insights. So what's next for our end users? I'd like to tackle end users first because they are the ones who utilize our system daily, and they feel all the benefits and the pain points, all the pains that are associated with our product yet. So what's next? What's our mission for end users? So first, we want to keep them happy. We want them to feel good and comfortable when they log into our system, when they use it, when they should be driven to wake up in the morning, go to work, and log into Wialon. This is, and they must be getting the best experience that they deserve in Wialon. So this is our mission. Second, we want them to engage and raise their involvement in Wialon functionality. Actually, under-involvement is a really big problem. We have a lot of functionality that is not used properly or by 100% in the product by end users. Some of them use one type of report, for example. Some of them are not using such cool features as technical maintenance or driver scores, and so on. This is a really big problem, and it also shows that not all the features that we develop and we deliver, they are being used, and this doesn't impact our clients actually at all. So we have a very narrow impact if they don't use what we propose to them. And they don't get all the benefits implied in our product. Then we want to optimize the fleet business metrics. This is really the point I'd like to talk more about. It's not about only tracking the events. It's not about only tracking what we're going to have in, just to show the statistics to our fleet managers. It's about identifying the growth points and allowing them to really and measurably improve their business metrics, such as, for example, fuel efficiency, vehicles utilizations, emergencies, and so on. We'll talk about that later. We want Wialon to also empower business decisions of our end users, so that their decisions are not based on intuition or something. Their decisions must be based on the data that we provide them. And our insights, our product insights must provide them with the opportunities to take the data-driven decisions, which is really also important. And finally, we wanted Wialon to communicate more with their software ecosystems, with the solutions that they have right now, to share data and to increase the synergy of their software ecosystems. That's it. Small like snapshot of what Gartner, going back to Gartner, they have identified the specific benefits that our end users can get from telematics, and we actually are implying these in our plans. When we analyze the data and provide analytics, when we allow our end users to benchmark against the market and to compare their fleet against the other fleets, When we provide them with insights and measure the impact, we can reach the fuel economy improved by like 20% on average, improve driver performance, routing, safety, vehicle maintenance, and so on. So reduce costs and increase the business efficiency dramatically. So this is what we actually imply in our next plans. And yeah, I'd like to tackle the mission for you guys, for service providers. First, and yeah, so like we understand that our success depends on how you guys operate. And our mission is to provide you with all the tools necessary to go into the market, to stay there as long as you can, to get the biggest share of units. So first, we're gonna look into the fast business startup with us. New partners, when they come, must be able to start the business with Wialon faster and easier. There must be easier onboarding, easier setup, wider customization, and branding capabilities. Also, our current partners shall be able to gain more clients, which is really key points here. Even like in events of such global things like pandemics, like war, like recession, or whatever, we need to provide all the tools to our partners to gain more clients. The next one is providing better service to the clients. This is also a key point here, because we want you not only to compete by price, but actually go high with the prices, because you deliver more value to your clients. This is really very important. And finally, reduce costs on acquisition, onboarding, and support. You guys should be focused on driving the business operations metrics rather than answering repetitive questions, supporting the guys, trying to sort out the complicated hierarchy of business units and so on. So this is very important. We want to focus on that. And these are your partner success metrics that we are really looking into right now, and we will be looking at them for a long time. So starting from that moment. So this is MRR. These abbreviations are the business metrics that actually you guys have and we guys have. We also have that, and we want to focus to increase them. So first is MRR. Basically this is the number of connected vehicles. Basically, just it's recurrent revenue, but we can extrapolate that on the connected vehicles. ARPU is so we want you to have more vehicles. ARPU, we want you to be able to increase value and deliver better value and sell it at a better price to your clients. LTV, this is the lifetime value. How long your customers stay with you and how long are you getting the income from them. This is increasing retention, and we want your clients to stay with you as long as possible. NPS, this is Net Promoter Score. This is the increasing satisfaction of your clients. It's also a key qualitative indicator to understand how loyal these customers are to you. And now I'm going to Wialon development strategy. This is how we're going to do all these missions and visions that I mentioned. Just to manage the expectations, there is no specific and predefined instruction or a predefined sequence of events that sequence of features that we're gonna deliver right now. It's more about the tools, it's more about the processes, it's more about the directions where we're to go. And of course, lean implementation and delivery. This is our, you see this complicated scheme with different circles. This is the Wialon strategic plan. This is the map of our projects that we are developing in our development center. I represent development center here, but my colleagues are there in the hall as well. So here we identified the three basic development improvement areas, like product strategy, tech strategy, and delivery strategy. We decided our research showed that we had growth points in every aspect, in the product, in the tech, and in the delivery. As for the product, it is about what we do and how we deliver value to our customers. On the tech side, this is how we do this, how we deliver and what is the quality of our code. And on the delivery side, this is how fast we deliver this value. What is the pace of our delivery? So all these projects are aimed at increasing these basic metrics and these basic goals. Sorry for that, this is pretty small. I'm probably going to show it to you, my bad. I'm going to tell you about the product strategy more. First, and this is the product strategy, then we have the key principles. So the key principles, if we look from the bottom, the first one is single product. We're developing Wialon not as a set of standalone applications or standalone products. We're developing Wialon as a single ecosystem with all the features, get equal attention, and get equally prioritized, and we have no quotas. We have no quotas, everything is one ecosystem. Then focus on the key metrics. Instead of focusing on features, like this is good feature, this is bad feature, let's do it. We focus on the key metrics to understand what and why we are doing, and on what metrics this feature will affect. And the last one is updated team structure and process. Our team structure must utilize its strengths to be able to reach our key metrics within the single product. So this is our key principles that we want to reach. And all that will allow us to go with hypothesis generations. Hypothesis is basically the functionality that would bring us closer to the market or raise some metrics. So this hypothesis generation, our hypothesis must lead either to increasing units LTV or to increasing new units inflow number. That's basically the idea behind that. So first, I'm going to tell you about our structure, how it changed because of this strategy. So instead of making our structure feature-based or product-based or module-based, I mean the structure of our department, we decided to go into metrics. Instead of feature thinking, we went into metrics thinking, and we figured out like two major tracks, product tracks, like onboarding and retention. These product tracks have their own teams, have their own product manager, have their own share of resources, and own goals and metrics and KPIs. Basically, onboarding track is focused on improving the number of new units. Their goal is to identify the product growth points, tools, and market opportunities to enhance new units acquisition. And for the retention, the North Star metric is units LTV, the lifetime value. And its main goal is to resolve product pain points, increase business value, and customer loyalty. These are the product tracks that pretty much get the same attention, the same resources, and the same metric goals. So let's look. Come on. Let's look in the onboarding focus. This track is especially relevant to those of you guys who are looking into growth, who are looking to expand, who are looking to gain more projects, improve their leads conversion rate, and basically, more sales focused. And that's why our product managers here in this track, they will really mostly closer communicate to your sales team, your sales, implementation, and account teams. They probably will be the best friends there. They will mostly look into activities that you have, and first to understand your client requirements, your project one lost rates, and analysis of the reasons of the project one lost rate, to improve your customer journey map, our onboarding and configuration. So this is not really complicated, but it's streamlined and easy. And of course, they will look into your client management, how you actually manage your clients, how you build them, and so on. This is focus on this track. As for the features, if we look into the features, this is the impact map. So what features we're going to have to reach this goal. Actually, if we decompose this goal into gain more units, how do we gain them? We can gain them from existing segments that you guys look every day, that you guys get these projects from every day, and from the new segments that yet we didn't have the opportunity to reach. On the existing segments, we will improve in our demo and trial tools, the user onboarding, and the UI. On the demo and trial tools, meaning our client when they engage, they will see they will see better what Wialon is and its benefits and usability. On the onboarding, it means that they will be faster onboarded and faster and easier, so they don't have to learn a lot of that. And for the UI, they should be able to appreciate the UI when they first see it, which is really important. New segments, here we have all these cool technologies and integrations that we really lacked right now, like electric vehicles, like autonomous vehicles, different integrations with original equipment manufacturers, configurations to reach to other business segments and spheres. This is what also lies within this track. And here we go with the retention focus. Retention, this track is mostly oriented on your implementation and support teams. So this goal is to really improve your support activities, your support of your current customers. Wialon, they will see at the usability of the product. They will see that the Wialon should be properly set up and utilized by your teams, that the teams maximize, the end clients maximize the business value from your product. And they will also go in the product core development so that our product core features are developed, the data quality is improved, and we have actually the better richer functionality. And this is the impact map. Sorry guys, it's going to be fast. First, we're going to speak about on the user engagement side. We need to engage users more than they are actually engaged right now. So we need to look at the pain points, why users are not using this or that functionality, improve its UX, and improve its interactivity and automation. That's it. As for the business value, they will go into the core functional improvement, integrations with client ecosystem, and improving our analytics, data quality, and artificial intelligence capabilities that we have right now. And the last but not the least, the Wialon on mobile. Wialon must be, this is actually our third track. I didn't point out it specifically because this is not, because this track lies within the previous onboarding and retention tracks, just as a part of our product. But still, Wialon, this is the good old Wialon on the mobile apps, on the iOS and Android. You must know that it should have, and it has, a bit different use cases, a bit different user experience and functionality. And our goal is to make it fully operational, make Wialon fully operational on mobile devices. iOS and Android applications must cover all the business scenarios that are better be done on mobile. And this must be an important part of our onboarding and retention strategy. So what we see here, our objectives is to continue improve UI UX, migrate the functionality from the web interface, and integrate with mobile-first scenarios. Under mobile-first scenarios, we mean those scenarios that are better to be implemented on the, they're better to be used on the mobiles rather than on the web, using the mobile camera, mobile chips, GPS tracking, and all these data sharing capabilities. So there was a lot said here, a lot of plans, a lot of ideas, and now we come up. We need somehow to prioritize all that and build a roadmap that shows what we're going to do in the years to come. So and here I just wanted to share with you what exactly criteria we're taking when we're prioritizing this or that feature, this or that idea. So these are the basically known but really very necessary criteria to take into account, like scenario. Which functionality or which scenario do we improve? Is it the fuel management, eco-driving, or is it the unit tracking, or is it some like analytics, whatever? If we know that this scenario is more important to our users, the feature will get more score in this prioritization. Then reach. How many partners, users, and units are engaged and will benefit from it? Impact. How will the proposed changes affect our product and business metrics? This must be really calculated, and we must have a better understanding of this impact. And efforts. What are the estimated efforts, risks? Our development team will share with you the efforts, and if the efforts are really exceed our expectations, the feature will get will get a lower score. So guys, I just want to recap our strategy in terms of what was said. So we're building a single product. We're building this in the sphere of transportation telematics. We focus on metrics when we deliver our features. And we make the prioritization in these product tracks and based on their impact to our business goals. And a couple of words of our tech guys. It's also part of our development strategy, development plan. So our tech team we have a special team that actually is aimed at increasing reliability of our product. They have such projects as data centers migration, cloud architecture, to make our product more reliable and increase this uptime and increase this reliability to really skyrocket highs. We have special initiatives to try to improve security. They are working with third-party cybersecurity companies to make these penetration tests, identify vulnerabilities, and fix them. For that, they will probably get rid of some old software that we have. So guys, we are looking for your understanding and help with this. And we also are working in these performance and scalability initiatives. So our code base unification, refactoring, and new code libraries help us to improve our performance, make our product scalable, make it easier to develop, easier to improve, and this is really relevant for such mature products as Wialon. We also have a project management and delivery, track where our delivery team is working to speed up our release process. Yes, we haven't had that many releases recently, and this is our also pain point. So for that, we introduced certain initiatives to increase this release pace. Our new agile process that allows people to better use their strong sides and minimize their weaknesses. We have project and resource management teams added, so that the developers focus more on what they do and the software that they do, rather than on all this management, process management, and so on. We have this test automation that allows us to improve the quality of the software, that allows us to identify bugs on the very beginning of this cycle and quicker solve them. And definitely we're looking into ramping up our team, find new talents to join our team, and this will also increase our delivery pace. And finally, not finally, but I just want to mention that how can partners contribute to our product development? Guys, we're very open to you guys joining our development efforts and defining our development strategy. We have special channels that you can actually use when trying to submit an idea or submit a request. So first one is communication with the product team. We are very open to you guys. We have special activities like surveys, like interviews, like different personal meetings probably, to communicate your ideas, to understand your pain points, to understand your growth points, and to utilize that in our product tracks. So we're very open and hope that you are also open to that. We still have forum and feature requests. Forum is still alive. The feature requests are still monitored. We're looking into that, and we really appreciate when you start to post, when you raise some topics, and we try to react to that. By the way, we'll definitely increase our activities there so that we have a better exchange of different ideas and react faster to them. Also, competitor analysis. Competitor analysis is a key topic. We actually want you to come up to your end clients knowing that Wialon is really number one, that we are really number one in terms of in many features. And that's why we actually need to be better than our competitors. We need to track them, we need to monitor them, we need to understand what they are, what they're doing. So if you guys have any access or any ideas on what our competitors are doing, if you have any access to like some demo tools that you would like to point out that you like their ideas that you feel that they are actually good, please feel free to share. We will appreciate that. And the market insights. The market insights is really an important side, like an important aspect. If you guys believe that, only partners have the access to our end clients. This is it. This is the situation that is on right now. We're probably trying to fix that. And but still, there is you are between the end users and us. If you can share this information, if you can share something from your market research, from the research that you have, your research team that have identified like new trends, new data, new functionality, some meetings with our end clients, this would be really appreciated, and we will definitely engage in this. And a couple of words about the product team. Really very proud of them. We have almost all product team here on this conference. They will be taking part in they will be organizing the workshops. They'll be handling interviews with you as well as me, right? This is our team, the part of it that is here on the conference. You see me, you see Maria Starko, which is the product team lead. Our product managers, Anton, who is responsible for onboarding track, Nastasia, who is responsible for retention track, and Katerina, who is responsible for mobile track. And our bright business analysts, who are converting these ideas and these hypotheses into the features, into the real product solutions. So welcome them. They will be encouraged to talk to you. They will be encouraged to talk to you in personal meetings, and they invite you to the workshops that we're going to have tomorrow. So this is me. Hope this is recognizable, and thank you very much for your attention.